Welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to tell you why I don't care if you use imperial or metric. In some of my videos I've gotten some comments asking why I don't use the metric system because it makes much more sense, and I'm a silly American, backwards and blah blah blah. So I'm going to explain why I use the imperial system. It's pretty simple. That's what I grew up using. When I was taught in school basically about inches and feet and miles and pounds and all that. That's what we spent all of our time using. That's what I'm used to using. So that's what I use. Now you could definitely argue that metric makes more sense, and I'm not going to deny that. It definitely makes more sense. You know, everything is in factors of 10. That's easy. All the nomenclature makes a lot more sense. It's very consistent. But in the end, I don't think it really matters because you use whatever system works best for you. I like to use the imperial system. Other people like to use the metric system. It's really pretty arbitrary. I'm going to tell you how to use the imperial system if you don't know, because maybe it's confusing to some people. If you're a woodworker or even somebody who works with metal, whatever, if you make stuff, basically, here's what you have to know. There's 12 inches in a foot, and inches are divided into fractions. So you have half an inch, quarter inch, eighth of an inch, 16th, 32nd, etc. Usually down to 128th, but you wouldn't use that very often. So it's 12 inches to a foot, and you use fractions below an inch. And you could also use thousandths of an inch if you're a machinist. That's really all you need to know. You don't need to know that there's 5,280 feet to a mile. I know that, but it's not relevant to you unless you're going to be making a bench that's, a mile long. I don't see why it's a problem to use the imperial system or the metric system. I mean, I really don't care. I have tools that measure each of them, and basically you would only need a tape measure with centimeters and inches, and then a combination square. And those are the only tools I typically use to measure most of the time. And I also use a digital caliper, but that can be in metric or in imperial. So with those three tools, you're pretty much going to do 99% of the measuring you're going to do. And it's really easy to have them in both metric and in imperial. So I could even see making plans for something where some of the measurements are in centimeters and some of them are in feet, and it really doesn't matter. So I guess I don't get what the big deal is. For you metric people, I want to give you a message that comes straight from the heart. Hey, you use metric? That's awesome, man. I'm glad that you found a system that works for you. If that's working for you, then just keep doing it. Okay, now I got a message for you imperial guys. You use the imperial system? Great, I use the imperial system too. You're my brothers and sisters. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep enjoy using the system that you like to use. As I said in the title of my video, I just don't care what system you use, and I don't think it's worth spending any time fighting over which system is better because they're arbitrary anyway, and each system is pretty darn easy to learn. So use what works well for you, use what you know, and let's all get together and work together to make stuff, share our ideas, and just enjoy the process. In the comments below, I would like you to tell me what you like about each system, about the metric system and the imperial system. And what I don't want to hear is why the other system is bad. We hear enough of that. Let's just talk about the positive attributes of each one, and we can appreciate the beauty of each system on its own. I mean, you don't have to compare the two, There's three kinds of pride. There's thinking that you're better than other people, there's thinking that you're the same as other people, and thinking that you're worse than other people. And all of those kinds of pride, they're all illusions. So don't be proud of your system. It's just a system. It is neither better nor worse nor the same. it is what it is, and appreciate them all for what they are. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.